Hello guys, Truck Randy, and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, Episode 5. Now when we left off in the last episode, we just leveled up to level 6. We've taken on the Saleen Flamo, which has got a few little running gear parts that it needs us to have a look at. We took on the Smith 1500 pickup truck, which has ignition wires and a few other little bits, rocker arms. This was a bit more of an in-depth job. I don't think we put one in here this time. I know the last episode we did throw one in here out the way. No, we didn't. So we're gonna get this car on the look. Let's have a look. So it was running gear problems. So what I am going to do is move this into our test path, and we're gonna have a work on it from inside the test path. Go. Let's get this path test started. When it starts, come on. Right, so as usual, pull it forward, do our brakes, front and rear, suspension front and rear. Let's find out what's really wrong with this car. So I'm quite happy with how this series is going. It is turning out to be one of my favourite playthroughs that we've done. I'm looking forward to finally getting into some restorations, which we're not far off the level. I can't remember whether it's 7 or 9, but either way, we're not far off either one. We'll go and buy some cars, maybe look at some barn finds, and see what we can buy for our first restoration. I'd love our first restoration to be a Dodge Charger, obviously being my favourite car in the world, but can't always guarantee that. The other thing I wanted to have a look at, how are we doing on our... this? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go supply, search. Sure, they're called supply crates. Oh no, they're called cases. So case. So we've got 5 cases, which is awesome. And I do believe when I was scrolling through then, I saw something which you guys may not have seen on my playthrough yet. We've actually found a barn location map. So I might be able to do a full episode of barn locations. I don't want to rush into them, because if you haven't got enough money, you could turn up and not have anything to buy, not enough money to buy anything. We've got a lot of parts here which we can repair or sell. Tyres are going to be no good to us, air filters, but we'll deal with that at some point. So, did we figure out everything that is wrong with this car? No, we didn't. One thing I am going to show you, which I haven't yet, is the test track. We'll figure out a few more parts of what's wrong with this car. So, abandoned airport, junkyard, off-road, test track. So we're going to take out this Saleen Flamo and see where it goes. I haven't driven a car in this game in a while, but should be okay. It's pretty straightforward. So we have to do an acceleration test, a slalom test, and a suspension test, and then finish up with some brakes. This car's 0 to 60 seems to be 5 weeks. Here we go. Ooh, some very jerky. So here we go. Whoa. If my car ever went through this at a test centre, I would not be very happy. Right. And what this will do is actually give us an idea of any other parts that are broken that we may have missed or not being able to see on the path test. So now our brake test. Yep, our brakes are actually pretty good. Normally I overrun that line, but then again, normally I'm going a little bit faster because we don't normally use this car. So now that will give us again a list of parts which it's figured out or we figured out while driving are wrong and need repairing. There you go. So hopefully now it should be back on the ramp. Yes, it is. It's already lifted for us. How about that? And there you go. We've got a few more. We've got one undiscovered, but this could be something like a bush that it wouldn't have picked up. Nothing obvious up here. So as you can see, we've got a lot of What is our repair? 53%. Okay, so this makes it a little bit harder because obviously 53% is basically orange. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. So let's have a look. So we got the sway bar, suspension. No, it does say there. So these tie rods are gone or shot. Now I want to try and only take off parts that we really need to. I want to get this one done as fast as possible because I really cannot wait to start work. We need to just quickly inspect these few parts by looking at them. A manual inspection if you like. The wheel hub is fine. The cross member's fine, thank goodness. Obviously, as you saw in the last episode, that is a lot of strip down to get at that cross member. The wheel hub caps and the wheel hub is fine. So let's get all these red parts removed and get some new parts placed on. And then there'll be a few bits on the back end that we can also do. Was that steering rack shot? Yes, so we need to remove the tie rods on both sides to get our steering rack off. But the other side needed repairing anyway, so it's going to work out nicely. And I believe I just saw another red item. Yeah, we did. We got a okay. So we've got a bush up here, which we're going to have to take off the upper suspension on to replace. There is a bush here that needs replacing. And we're going to have to zoom over to this side. Alright, what do we got on this side? So, just the tie rod. No bushes, just the tie rod and the steering rack. Oh, wrong one. So let's get these off. Oh, no, not the oil pan. Do not do that. We'll have oil all over our floor. So we're going to replace these few parts. So, it wants to load. Computer, parts, and suspension. There we needed tie rods. I don't think we needed to replace both, but I'm not going to complain. They're not an expensive part. We'll do both for our customer. And now we needed a steering rack. What else did we need? We needed some bushes. I believe it was 2. Off the top of my head, what else did we need? I think we needed 1 sway bar end link, which should be an A on this car. We'll see. It's an older car, so maybe not. In fact, what we're going to do, we are going to do this side first, because all this side really needed was that tie rod. So, steering rack, tie rod, out to tie rod. There we go. And we'll jump over to this side. Our suspension. That was the other thing we needed. So, put our new tie rods on. Again, this side didn't need replacing, done on an expensive part. So it was an end-link B. So I need to go back. It means we've got an end-link A sat there, which we can use on another car. And let's get this in. The good thing about having all these parts is, yes, I didn't really need that part, but when we come for restoration purposes... Oh, no. There was only 1 gone on this, so I do want to try and use one of the older ones, so we can put a new one in. And here we want this one. What's going on here? There we go. So they're on. Get our new bush in here. Oops. So those should be done. Rubber bushing. That was the rubber bushing for the top. So now we need to replace our double wishbone shock absorber. So as usual, let's strip down our Let's strip down our old suspension. We're not far off leveling up, actually. There we go. Let's take that one. Put our new one together. Ooh. Okay, so cap is also broken. Can we repair caps? No. So let's go and get our cap and repair that as well. So suspension, cap. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm just going to type it in. Front. I do try not to rush through some things, but obviously after you've played the game for so long, you just get used to flying through. So if I am going too fast, please leave a comment. I'll try and slow down a little bit. But try not to slow down too much, because the reason why is I can get more cars in per episode. You guys can see more cars of what's in the game, and we can level up a little bit quicker so we can get towards that. I'm not going to put the wheels back on yet, just in case there is something I haven't seen. Oh, like right there, there is some damage there, so I'm glad I've just seen that actually, because that would have saved us a lot of hassle trying to find that at the end. Because bushes, as anyone who will tell you, especially one of my guys called Mart, he will tell you that bushes are the bane of everybody's life on this game. So we're going to get a new bush for this. Oh, let's try that again. There we go. And that should be, there was 3 bushes on this job as well, so that should be the last one. Oh, did that arm need replacing? Have we got lower suspension on? 53%, which means that lower suspension arm that I'm putting on is literally on the border. But, yeah, that's what the customer wants. That's what the customer shall get. There we go. Right, so let's. Oh, there's going to be a lot to do on this rear suspension. Hopefully, we can get it all done pretty quickly. So let's have a look. Does the actual axle need replacing? No, that is a good thing. So we've got a few parts here. Nothing too over the top. All of this is pretty straightforward on this side. So let's get the wheel off. Oh, wrong one. There's our wheel off. Let's have a quick look through this side. Oh, that knuckle's fine. So all of the repairs do seem to be on this right side. So let's get all of this out. How's the brakes looking on this side? Yeah, they're fine. Let's remove this. We're going to have to move all of this off. And I think also we have to remove our suspension spring cap and... Oh, come on. There we go. So is there anything else damaged here? Nope. So we'll go and get these parts. So we need 2 U-bolts, 1 plate, knuckle housing B, solid axle. So, leaf spring U-bolts, we needed 2 of those, 1 of those. Ooh. We needed a knuckle B. We needed an axle. What else do we need? We needed a spring, rear spring cap. And we needed a rear shock absorber cap. So, I'm sure there's something I've forgotten, but we'll get there. So there we go. There's our new cap, our new spring, new top cap. Nice and easy job this is. Yeah, that's within our 53% allowance. Ah, that's one thing we need. I'm sure the wheel hub was shot. I might have to quickly... I'm doing it again, aren't I? I've just realised I keep running back and forth on the computer, and what was one of the things I bought last time? I do believe I bought a tablet. That's within the limit anyway. There's our new hub. Hopefully there's nothing else missed. If there is, I'm going to have to go into a bit more detail. Cylinder's fine. Brake shoe's fine. The drum's fine. So, there we go. What have we got left to do? Ah, nothing. Sweet. Let's get our wheels back on, and that is another job completed. And we can finally take a look at that pickup truck, which I've been absolutely desperate to get looking at. I do like working on the pickup trucks. They have decent engines. A little bit different to all of the standard cars. Now, for anyone who's just joining the playthrough at this point, the idea with this playthrough is to get to a point where we're doing mainly car restorations and buying from the auction house, buying from barn finds, etc, etc. So that should leave this job complete. Hopefully I haven't missed anything. Oh, no, wrong one. No, there's another car complete. We have leveled up yet again. Now, I really want to start getting these. They'll help us when we look at finding what's wrong with the car, electrical meters and OBD scanners. I'm going to go straight for the OBD. Oh, we do have fast run bolting. Now, we're going to get the scanners. They're more important. They help us find what's wrong with the cars. On the newer cars, some of the old cars, it won't help us. So we'll drop this on our ramp. Let's have a look. So ignition wise, nice and easy. Right, the belt, the fuel pump, the rocker arms. That one's a little bit more awkward. Oh, this is a full engine strip down and restore, because the piston with Conrad is literally, for anyone who's not quite sure, inside here, inside our engine block, is 4 pistons, and to get into that, everything has got to come out. The gearbox will have to come out, the oil pan, all of the rockers, all of the camshafts, crankshafts, everything has got to come off this car to get at that. So what I might do, I think we're going to make that its own episode, and we'll take on one more smaller job. Oh, exhaust. Now, we haven't done exhaust, so what we'll do, if we move this to our test path, and we'll take this one on. Nice and easy exhaust jobs. Exhaust jobs do not give you any problems whatsoever. They're so quick, they're so easy, they're fast, easy money. So, on the ramp. Ooh, walking into the door. Lift it up. It's quite a nice car. Don't know about the colour, but the car's nice. Now the good thing about the exhaust is, as soon as you're up, other than your manifold, you can reach all of it, and there you go. You can already see what's wrong with this car. We have front exhaust section. We may be able to get that off from down here. Sometimes you have to go up and remove the plate, but no, is that it? Just those 3 parts? So the cat, the front exhaust, A14B, and middle muffler. Let's open our tablet and go to exhaust. So we need a catalyst converter. Middle muffler, which is here, and then front exhaust section was the 14 i4c. I think it was front exhaust. Let's type in what we need. Front exhaust section, and it was the i4b. There we go. So let's get our parts put back on. Again, we have absolutely flew through another job, because this one is so easy, being exhaust. There we have it, guys. There is another job complete. Awesome. Nice and easy. Any more simple jobs? Running gear. Oh! Lotus Esprit. I haven't worked on this car yet. Mazda RX-7 with its rotary engine. Brake system fixed. My car doesn't start anymore. That's a story job I haven't done yet. Running it makes it every morning. Okay, that's not a hard job. It's not the easiest of jobs. It's not a hard job. Brakes. Just add loud when accelerating. So we've had another exhaust job. We'll do this, and then I think we're going to end the episode. And then the next episode, we're going to strip down that pickup truck. So let's lift this up. You can't look at the job while you're doing this. Front exhaust pipe, middle muffler. Right, the manifold. Okay, so we do need to get this off first. The manifold is here. Is it a dual manifold? No, it's on the one side. So, let's get our manifold off, and then we'll be able to get off our last few parts. So, while we're here, we will replace our manifold. Oh, which one was it? Should it be just an exhaust manifold V8. Manifold V6, V6, V8, V8. There we go. And then the rest of it is all underneath. Catalytic converted middle mufflers and box sessions, etc. So there we go. Oh. Right, let's quickly whip off this exhaust. Quite a lot of bits of exhaust here. So we've got, what have we got? 2 middle mufflers, 1 exhaust pipe. Oh, you coming off? 1 exhaust pipe, 1 cat, and front exhaust pipe B. So we had 2 middle mufflers, one exhaust pipe, there's front exhaust section. What was it? Front exhaust section. Oh, front exhaust pipe B V8. Front exhaust. Oh my goodness, my typing today is terrible. Pipe B. There we go. As you can see, guys, exhaust pipe is so easy, it is ridiculous. Goes our cat. And goes our pipe. Now, is there anything else we've missed? No, that is another job complete. Awesome. So, there you have it, guys. I'm going to leave it here because what I want to do is spend the whole next episode completely taking down this pickups truck engine right down to the pistons, which will show you the detail in which this game can really go to. And the reason why I'm doing this is it is going to be a full episode to strip down that engine. As I said, we've got to take it all out. So, please like, subscribe, share the channel, and of course hit the notification button so you can keep up to date where we're going. I'm Trucker Andy. Thank you very, very, very much for helping me grow my channel and just watching and being along for the ride. Have a nice day, guys. I will see you later.